friends. Today is Monday, the 12th. No, the 10th of October. And we have book mail. Lisa has book mail. Lisa has book mail. Lisa has book mail. Let's see what it is. So I don't know why it's this big. I didn't, the book that I'm supposed to be getting, I thought was more Schwab size hardback than this size hardback. Wow. 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 I'm glad I waited now. So if you can tell by the edges, it's Wolfsong by TJ Klune. This is beautiful. It's orange underneath. This is the Waterstones signed edition. I have waited what feels like forever for this. I think Waterstones are finally sorting their shizness out, because more and more people are getting the books that they've ordered. I'm just going to take this Waterstones signed exclusive sticker off. I also was invited to sign up to the MCM Blogger Brunch that was hosted by Black Crow PR last week. And I emailed back straight away because you've probably already seen my tweet about it. Travis Baldry is going to be there. And you get a goodie bag. And then with your complimentary pass, you get to walk around the rest of the MCM Comic Con event. We go, that's better. This is a chunky bee. But yeah, so I've got the final confirmation today that I'm on the list. Which excites. Such wow. And I get to see Becca again like 3 weeks earlier than I was initially going to be seeing her, because we're going to London. I say we, there's me, Liv, Meg, Chloe, Jem and Becca. We're going to the theatre for Meg and Chloe's joint birthday thing as a group. And but that's not till like near the end of November, like the 19th of November. So I get to see Becca early and I am so excited. And yeah, I'm going to have a nice wander around Comic-Con and see what the crack-a-lackin' schmack-a-mack-a-doo is, because if it's like anything like the Comic-Con like in July, there's going to be quite a few indie authors there. I might have to dive in and purchase some books. There's also going to be books available from the authors that are going to be at the Blogger Brunch, and it's like a sit-down brunch thing. I'm so excited. The last time I was invited to anything like this was back in my blogger days, when it was a blogger conference in like 2016, so it was like 6 years ago, and I felt extremely uncomfortable as a plus-sized lady in that situation. Whereas this, I feel like I'm with my people. They're not going to be judging me on how I look. It's going to just be me and Becca meeting some amazing authors. There's Cavan Scott, who is he does a Shadow Service graphic novels. I do already have signed versions of the graphic novels. However, he also does like the Star Wars series, or he's one of the authors on the Star Wars series that I think Becca's already read some of those books. I'll link Becca down below. You all know who she is. I mentioned her like 5 times in this vlog already. And there's a bunch of other authors going that are like small SFF authors or indie authors. So it's going to just be so much fun to network and connect with those people. I'm just so excited. And literally I'm going to get the coach down there on the Saturday, come back on a night coach on the Sunday, and then I'm just going to probably ask my manager to work from home on the Monday. Because I'm going to be a bit tired. I don't know if I can do with people on that particular day. But I started my new role today. It's going to be a lot. But I'm so excited to just dive in and just look at spreadsheets, look at data, and just live in my own little world I intermittently have to check in on some temps that I'm going to be overseeing. Me overseeing people? Who'd have thunk it? I can barely oversee my own life, but in work, clearly, I have a level head. It's just the rest of my life that is an absolute chaotic piece of garbage. But today, we have this to get through. I am going to have some tea or dinner, if you're weird and say dinner, and I will be ploughing through this tonight. And if I can get that done, I will also be reading these. I will be reading my buddy read pages of Gideon today as well. This is a definite. I've sectioned it. Can you see? It's a floppy. It's a blooper. I've sectioned it off for me and Alice. They look like big chunks, but I did run it by Alice and I said that if she needs us to slow down or whatever, then I can, like, just let me know where she's up to and we can just slow down. But I want to read these 3 books as selected by you guys for my spooky vlog. I was going to try and do a separate weekly vlog, but the likelihood is, because it's my birthday and then Friday I'm going to be reading, Saturday, Sunday probably will be reading, this is going to be taking up the first couple of days probably. So I've only got a few days to read all of these 3. I probably won't do a separate one this week, but going forward I might do them separately if I can get enough books to fit in each vlog, if that makes sense. But just as a recap, Year of the Witching is a book that I am unsure whether or not I will like. I've heard very mixed reviews and it's really difficult because I know that everyone has different tastes, but there's some people that I follow and some books we both like and I'm like, yes, same taste, and then there's some books I've liked that they've not, and you know, vice versa. So you can't, just because you have a similar taste to someone doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be like the same thing. For the most part, I have the same taste as Cassie. I don't know if she's read this. Cassie from Covers with Cassie, I will link her down below as well. From the videos that I've watched of hers, unless I've missed one, I don't think she's read this. But she would be generally a good person for me to gauge this off, because I can't remember the last book that she's read that I've not had the same opinion of. The star ratings might be slightly different, but the overall feel of the books are generally the same. So we'll see about that one. Just as well, I am, depending on how far I get through this, I'll probably still log it if I DNF it, but I'm going to set myself a target to get through a certain amount, and if I get through a certain amount, then I'm still going to log it and just log the pages on my CawPile. And this, I have seemingly picked up quite a few recommendations from Meg as of late. Sarah Hogle, You Deserve Each Other. Sarah Hogle, Twice Shy, just because I love You Deserve Each Other, and it's another Sarah Hogle or Hogle book. And then I put Something About Magic is a new one that she's, Just Like Magic I think it's called. That's a new one that's out by Sarah Hogle, and that's on my wish list. There's the Indecent Society, there's so much, oh, I can't remember the name. It was Today, Tomorrow, Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Today, Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Today and Tomorrow. I don't know. That book, it's got a blue cover and people on it. This is not making much sense. Anyway, what I'm saying is, this is a Meg rec, and it's one that I'm buddy reading with Alice. And if you don't know who Alice is, where have you been? She is on my lives every week. And in the comments, and I'm going to get her on a live one day. We just need to coax her out from behind the comments. But yeah, so we're buddy reading this, and this is over 4 days. So I should technically finish this, but it depends. I don't want to read ahead. I want to stick to a buddy read that I agreed to do. And then The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane. This is a middle grade spooky book, and I'm hoping this can be a pretty quick one. I will try and take this to my parents' house, or one of these books to my parents' house, and get them read, because I ideally want to stick, you know, to a vlog a week, and then I will work other vlogs in between as and when. I will work other books in between as and when, but the primary focus of these next few weeks is spooky, witchy vamp vlogs. And then if any of these books fit Gothtober, Royal Readathon, Rainbow Ween, or Spookathon, I will then log for each of those readathons. And yes, I have partaken in 4 readathons, and I will leave the thing linked up below where I added on 2 extra readathons because of Jem. Yes, Jem, I am still blaming you. Not in a bad way, but still, it's all your fault. Anyway, battery's dying. I need to get on and read and make some tea, and then comfy cozy into my new reading chair. I need a footstool for it, but it is what it is. Yeah, cozy up in there, and then I will be seeing you all on the morrow probably, because I'm going to be diving into this book and just immersing myself in it. I started it yesterday, or the day before, and so far it's just a Schwab way of writing. You can tell it's Schwab as soon as you pick it up. The descriptors, the atmosphere that she builds, just a feel, and it's just a Schwab book, and I've got absolutely no doubt that I'm going to love it. I will come back in and check in on you, or update you later on this evening, where I would hopefully have read at least half of this book, because the live show's been pushed back to Wednesday. The time has come to lip sync for your life. Oh my god. So, my snag hoodie arrived. I don't know how I'm going to show you because, you know, I don't have the right setup, but it's so comfy. So I got the size smaller than what I normally am. I know they're supposed to be oversized, but obviously, as we all know, because I mentioned it a lot, I'm on a weight loss journey right now. So I know that this will fit more oversized as I lose weight. I didn't want to get my current size because it was like £46, and I don't spend that on, I haven't spent that on this anyway. My parents bought it for my birthday, but sorry, it's Wednesday by the way. Hello guys. Yeah, so I didn't want to get the size bigger and then it'd be too oversized, but this is going to be a hoodie that I just wear for casual wear anyway. But I'm going to show you because it's just plain on the front, but then look, I've got wings. So cool. I want the others. I know I said I'm not a high lady, but I want the high lady ones. There's also a sweater that I want as well, that's slightly cheaper. Currently working from home. And should we try the hood up? Should we see what the hood looks like? Ooh! I feel mysterious. And then it's got these little tassel things. My nephew loves playing with these. So that's going to be fun when I go see my family, isn't it? I'm going to wear this to go see them at the weekend. Oh! He's got thumb holes! I didn't realise this. Oh my god. It's got thumb holes. It's got thumb holes. This is my version of it has pockets. Thumb holes. So for those of you who didn't know, I did textiles at GCSE and I got a B. Because I'm a fashionista. And the tops that I made had thumb holes. And I was so proud that I made a top that had thumb holes in. And it was very Chinese themed. It had like a stencil dragon on the back. There was like a hand embroidered Chinese symbol on the front. And it was red, not black. Total tangent. But anyway, anywho, anyhow. Today, before the live show, I'm going to be finishing Schwabba Ding Dong. I'm on page 236. I'll be reading this on my lunch, which I'm on now. And I will be finishing this before the live show tonight. It will happen. It's a thing. I'm going to do it. I believe in myself. And then what I need to do is read today's pages of Gideon the Ninth. I'm loving Gideon, by the way. Gideon is just sassy, sarcastic, dry wit. She's just great. And Harrow I'm not sure whether we can trust her or not. I know she's kind of like, you know, how she is, do you know what I mean? But I do, me and Alice were also saying we do ship them, Gideon and Harrow. Whether that's going to be a thing, we know not. But I'm so happy. It's very entertaining. It's very entertaining. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't read any more of the Cooking Mask because I'm obviously trying to focus on the book for Schwabble Ding Dong. We'll see. I've got a half an hour lunch. I'm going to try and through. And then I've got 2 hours and I'm working from home, so I can literally shut my computer, open my book and read until the live show. Then this is my thoughts and feelings and ponderances. For today, I wanted to show you my amazing new hoodie. Thank you, Mum and Dad. You don't watch these vlogs, but thank you. Love you very, very much. Because me spending £46 on myself for clothing, I don't do that. So the fact that they've bought me this for my birthday just makes my heart so happy. I love it so much. And I've got this really weird stray bit of hair here that's pushing me off. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab some lunch before I waste all my lunch talking to you guys and then can't read. And I will be back in the same hoodie later. Oh my god. Hello, it's Thursday. I haven't updated you for a few days, but I've literally unboxed all bar a couple of birthday presents. And you want to see what I've got to try and fit somewhere. Yeah. Like that stack of books right there. As you can see, graphic novels and manga. Here was novels. And then here was a box set that I didn't know where to fit in the whole scheme of things. And then 3 out of the 4 of those top books are smut. But that's my indie collection at the top. One of them was by Chelsea, Not So Secret Bookaholic, which is the only smut-free book in that top stack of 4. And am I mad? Absolutely fucking not, darling. Oh my god. I've said it in my video and I will continue to say it many a time over. Thank you, everybody, for any birthday messages you send, all the gifts, just everything. Thank you. And then we have 2 non-bookish gifts, which were tarot cards that were gifted by Jem. Just what? Like, wow. And then how cute is this? I'm gonna have all the snuggles with Kitty. All the snuggles. Like, I'm so happy. I'm on sprints with Tori, Becca, Liv, Meg and Catherine. I've just been told by Chloe that she's sending me something else. And I've got Catherine's present on the way. And Alice has just messaged in the chat on the live that she's also sent me something. So those will be coming on the morrow. Oh, I don't know when Chloe's is coming. It'll be later at some point. It's coming by Royal Mail. I have absolutely no idea what it is. But me and Unnamed Kitty are going to go back to the live. But I'm going to, at some point, probably tomorrow night now, edit what I've got so far of the unboxing haul, birthday haul. I'm going to head off. I'm going to read some Gideon because we've only got 13 minutes left of the live first sprint. And I'm not okay. I've cried like 5 times. So, yay for me. Yay. Cleo! Wow. I look pale as fuck. Hello. How are you? You didn't know? Today is my early birthday live show, where I've decided to go full on black gothicness with a little bit of purple. You can't tell it's purple, but yes. And I've got, can you see? Love heart freckles. So I'm gonna get a biscuit tea because we're gonna do a sprint first to do buddy read pages. Then we're gonna do quizzes, and then a little bit of a tipple, and then the world is our oyster. I don't know if I like oysters, but it is what it is. I'm excited. There's a couple of people that can't make it, which I'm good about. I would have liked to have all my closest friends here, but I totally understand why people can't make it. Due to like moving and work and adulting shit. We don't like to adult, but we've all got to do it at some point. And yeah, so I thought I'd put a little bit of makeup on and make a little bit of an effort. I'm still staying cozy in my new hoodie because I'm literally going to live in this, probably wear it out till it's got holes in, and then buy another one if they're still on sale. So, but £46 is a lot of money to drop on a hoodie, isn't it? So, whilst I make my way downtown, walking fast, faces best, and I'm homebound. Whilst I'm making my brew, I'm gonna listen to Gideon before the girls jump on. Free falling. I've literally made 20 individual theme tunes. Not saying they're good. In fact, say the border on shit. But it's fine. It's fun. I can tell you now, because this will go up after the live. Some of them were quite difficult because I wrote them down. So I asked on Twitter what people used to watch when they were kids. Some of the theme tunes are not easily replicated with just a mouse. And I thought that I'd be able to do like, do you know when they've got like a background like do 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 do, and then they've got I don't know, like an overarching like song. I thought I'd be able to do that, like different levels on my player that I've got, my editor. I can't. So you've literally just got one, me going do 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 like a fucking idiot. But we'll see what happens. Hoodie, primed and ready to go. I'm primed and ready to go. The hair is not playing. This is just my normal hair without being straightened or curled. It's just a poof. Anyway, I'm molting. I need hydration stations, and I'm gonna see you all probably on the morrow or Sunday, because after this live I won't be coherent. Hi, I'm just jumping in to say it's Sunday and I do have updates, and yes, I'm in my hoodie again. Don't at me, you're gonna see this black aesthetic or what? It's just a shame, all the designs on the back. But even though the archived was not in my spooky vlog situation, but I'm counting it as a spooky book because if you've read it, you know why. I've also finished this, and Jesus Christ, it was 5 stars. I've not updated you on anything to do with this. So this follows Gideon, who lives in, what is it even called? Do you know what? This is totally gone out my head now. Like, there's different houses from the 1st to the 9th, obviously. The 9th is full of necromancers. And the way that it's described is what they do with bones. It's quite disgusting. But I adored this. Gideon is sassy as fuck. She is just a force to be reckoned with. And initially, I didn't like Harrow as she was depicted in this, but things happen, things occur, stuff goes down, and just mind boggle, mind blown, mind fucked over like 1,000,000%. This is so confusing. It gives me very much middle game vibes by the way it made me really confused. But the twists, the turns, this is kind of fantasy-esque, but quite dark. But also, is it YA dark? I mean, it's both YA, I think, but it's very graphic in how it describes things. So if you're a little bit squeamish about blood and bones and shit, don't read this. But then again, I'm the kind of person that in my brain, things play out like in full colour in my brain when I'm reading. And they play out like scenes in a film. So for me, this was quite visceral when it was describing stuff, because in my mind I was also watching it on a show. It's really weird. My brain is weird. I'm weird. We all know this. But it was so good. So good. And I can't wait for Harrow. I love Chloe for giving me this when she was on holiday, and the likelihood is, even though I'm going to get them in hardback, I probably will still keep this because it's a floppy paperback, and who don't love a floppy paperback. I need to tab this. I need to reread and tab this. This is a series that I need to be like, yes, I might need duplicates of, like, in paperback and then some in hardback. I can't, words are not in the brain right now. But I've also almost finished Mystery on Blackhole Lane, and that is just, it is a bit spooky, but it's kind of like a mystery. It's not a murder mystery, but it's a mystery. Obviously it's a Mystery of Blackhole Lane, Jesus Christ, but it has a bit of a little bit of a magic-y feel to it, but also quite eerie, and it's just very middle grade-esque. Obviously there's no adults involved, children are doing all the investigating as usual, but it is so good. I'm really enjoying that. Probably not a 5-star, probably more like a 4-star, but that is really, really good, and I'm going to be finishing that in the next hour or so. Yes, all my books are being read near the end of the day, end of the week, like on the Sunday, but it is what it is. I'm then going to move on to Year of the Witch, in which I will finish today. I will start and finish today. So I'm going to go meet my friend now, because it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. I've received lots of love and messages and just all the love today. So thank you very much for that. But I'm off to see my best friend now. We're gonna go to Cafe Nero to get a coffee, and yes, don't at me, I am a basic ass bitch. I'm gonna get a pumpkin spice latte because I can. I will be taking no questions at this time, and I will be back later once I finish Mystery of Blackhole Lane, once I've started Year of the Witching, and I'm really, really hoping that, you know, Archive's got 5 stars in. There's not technically supposed to be part of the vlog, but it is because it's kind of spooky. And then Gideon got 5, Mystery of Blackhole Lane looking like it's going to get a 4. So let's just end the week on a high. And please, Year of the Witching, do not disappoint me. I'll be severely let down if the last book of the week is not a 4 out of 5. But we will see. I will come back in a few hours once I've done what I need to do. Bye. Well, I jinxed myself, didn't I? Jinxed myself, should I say. I have just got to chapter 11 of Year of the Witching, and I was like, I said to the girls in the group chat, I was like, does it get any better? Because at the moment I am bored. Unfortunately, this one is not the one. I'm on chapter 11, which is, I've just been listening to the audiobook, trying to find how many pages. Oh god, it feels like I've been going forever, and it's not even that far in. Oopsie daisy. I'm like 100 pages in. Yeah, I'm 108 pages in, coming on almost to the end of chapter 11, and I am bored. Like, I am very bored. I have just gone from twists and turns, epic necromancy, and funny characters, and quick-wittedness, to fun, found family, friendship, mystery. These two. I've gone from these two, which was a 5 and a 4, to what I thought was going to be a very witchy horror-esque, eerie sort of situation based on what I read in the synopsis, but it's very much not. And then it was all about a rebellion. So I was thinking, yes, some feminism, some very eerie, spooky, like, ooh, make my spine tingle situation. No, I'm bored. And I spoke to Meg, and she's basically said that the vibes that I'm picking up are being put down for the whole of this book. So I'm not about being bored vibes. So unfortunately this is a DNF, which I didn't want to end the vlog on a DNF. That's that on that, unfortunately. So this spooky vlog not ended well. But this week I have read and loved Gideon the Ninth, ignore my frizzy hair, Mystery on Black Hollow Lane, and I did also read Archived, which could be classed as a spooky book, so it's not necessarily off-brand for the vlog, but it wasn't part of my spooky vlog books, which I'm disappointed in. Never mind. But next week we have the vampire vlog coming up, which has Caught, Southern Book Club Guide to Slaying the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and The Coldest Touch. So maybe next week is going to be a better week than this one. Keep your fingers crossed for me, because I want another good week of reading. I do also have to read The House of Always. The live show has been pushed back from Wednesday to Thursday because Chelsea's lovely workers decided to ask her to work late, or tell her that she's working late on the Wednesday. So I do have, and I start Priory tomorrow. But that is only 50 pages a day. So that'll be ongoing till the end of the month. So keep a lookout for those vlogs for the next few weeks. And I will keep you updated on when I'm reading Priory. I will, I promise, I will. So, yeah, that's it for this week. So we had 4 books that were on the go. 3 were great. 1 was a dud. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad. We move. I'm going to now edit this vlog and probably try and start The Blue Exorcist. Well, read, I say start and finish, read The Blue Exorcist tonight. What I am going to do as well is just quickly update you on the Promptitos. I need to check with Becca to see if I can actually count Gideon for anything. Because I did want to use this as sexy villain, because I thought Harrow was a villain. And in my mind, she was a bit of a cow. Might be too much of a stretch. We'll see. If I include this in my wrap-up, then Becca allowed it. But also, Year of the Witching had witchcraft in it, or like magic. There was, but I haven't finished it. I DNF'd it 100 pages, so again, I don't know if I can count that. I think you have to actually complete the book, unfortunately. I need to see if DNFs are allowed. So at the moment, I'm not doing very well on the Royal Readathon for this week. But I have already read the teen book, and I have already read a book with mythology. I'm in the middle of reading Crooked Mask, but I put that down this week whilst I was reading my spooky vlog books and catching up on the Archived. Gothtober, let's have a look. So, I'm gonna count this as a gothic mood read book. Necromancer, it's quite depressing and gothic, isn't it? Let's do that. Read a book with backstabbing or betrayals as a key theme. I mean, come on. Read a book with scenes of a sexual nature or fade to black. Haven't done that, I don't think. Read a book with LGBTQ rep. Read a book with disability rep. I read The Twisted Tree last week, and she's blind, so that's disability rep down for Gothtober. See, I'm doing quite well with this Gothtober one. Read a book that you forgot you had. That's going to be The Witches of Ash and Ruin. So I haven't read that yet. Read a book with a murder mystery. Didn't know that this was a murder mystery, but it is. It is. So this can count for that as well. Read a book with fire language in the title with fire on the cover. I can't remember what I decided to choose for this. I'll have to go back and look at my video. But I don't think I can count anything that I've read this week so far. I am reading Priory. Priory has dragons in. Dragons Breathe Fire. Oh, I was counting Gazel for that, but I'm not reading Gazel till near the end of the month. So that's fine, I don't need to do that yet. And then read a book with multiple survivors. Again, this can count for a lot. So I'm doing good with that. I'm doing really, really good with that. And then Spoopathon. Hi, sorry, my battery died. So, for Spoopathon, for the last 2 weeks, I'm going to use Malice for the villainous ones, because it's a villain origin story. So I get 50 points for that, because it's an alliance specific prompt. It also has, I could also use it as a 5-star prediction, even though it was only a 4 stars, because I predicted it was going to be a 5 stars, but it wasn't. So I'm going to use Malice for that. I don't think it covers, could I class it as a spooky book? I might be a class as a spooky book. It has witches and stuff in. And then for wave 2, we've got witches. I don't know if you can use the same book for multiple prompts in different waves. So I might have to just try and find another witchy book to read for that. I might have to change my reading plans and change to witchy vlog next week. I have read a book with first person narrative. That was the archived. I need to have a proper think about Spoopathon and see what I can get to fit. But wave 3 has been released. And the next one is Potions. And the extra ammo points are Favourite Author 2022 release. Reshuffle. Along with Raw Readathon, Spoopathon is going to be a priority for next week as well, I think. Because I am lagging behind on that. I need to go back and read the rules as well, because I've got the board. I've just forgotten everything clearly. And then finally, Rainbowween. Marlu's kindly sent me a link for a middle grade queer book. So I'm going to order that. I'm going to include Gideon for queer, which is going to be cover the paranormal prompt. And I'm going to get it to cover monsters as well. Because they create monsters from bones. It's kind of like necromantic skeletal beings. I'm going to take it. I'm taking it. And that's all I can do for that one. Need to find something queer with ghosts in now. I'm sure I did write all this down somewhere, but I can't remember. And also, I think Gideon is YA. So I'm going to circle it just in case. And that's it. So the one, even though I said Raw Readathon is going to be my main focus. It is, but I seem to have done the best so far on Gothtober. So I need to focus on Raw Readathon and Spoopathon over the next couple of weeks. But next week, if I do choose to have Witches as my vlog, Witches of Brooklyn is a graphic novel, and compared to what I do normally read, Witches of Ash and Ruin and Nature of Witches are not that chunky. So alongside Priory and House of Always, it'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm doing that next week. Anyway, I'm going to go and write down these books I'm supposed to be reading for what, because mine's gone blank, and I will update you with anything I read today, tomorrow when I start my next week's vlog. I need to also edit this vlog. What is my life? I don't know. Have a nice weekend, day, evening, night, whatever you're doing. I'll see you in next week's vlog.